Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus, is a game where you take a big gun and you shoot big things and there's big explosions, and when all is said and done, you'll have a big smile across your face. Now, if I was allowed to leave the video here, I would, because that's all you really need to know. That isn't how YouTube works, so let's jump into some more details. Following on from Machine Games' very well received The New Order, which somehow came out in 2014, and where the hell does the time go? This is a sequel in every possible sense, right down to the situation you find yourself in. The Nazis are still pretty much in control of things, and you, as William B.J. Blazkowicz, have to do everything you can to start a revolution and take back that sweet thing known as freedom. Now, even though there is a solid narrative in place, and at times can actually be quite thought-provoking, and weird. I mean, early on in the demo, you just see two people boinking in a submarine, as you do when war is going on. The real appeal here is, of course, the sheer amount of weapons you're going to get offered and the sheer amount of bad guys you're going to get to shoot. Pulling few punches and just wanting to see how crazy things can get, my playthrough started with BJ standing on a platform looking down on a small area as evil men and giant robots tore the wazoo out of each other. The only objective was to get down there and cause as much mayhem as possible. This was achieved by upgrading the guns in our arsenal and then just raining carnage down among them. So, as you can imagine, Wolfenstein 2 is a lot of fun then, as the setup suggests. But much as before, don't take its silliness for weakness, because my gosh is it hard. While there's always the option to just jump into the heart of battle and hit the trigger button as many times as you can, you do, as before, have the option to try and stay quiet and take your opponents out on the down low. Whereas usually I'd never do that because I'm a big tough man with a bald head, it is imperative to at least try this approach with Wolfenstein 2 because it can make all the difference. Some areas are so packed with bad guys it would be ludicrous to think you can take them all out, so finding the balance between the two is key. Because both of these have been so well implemented, it's really here where Wolfenstein stands on its own 2 feet. It certainly helps that shooting a gun feels wonderful, as screwed up as that sounds to say, but it's the tactics and strategy you need to succeed where the real depth lies, but also the game's satisfaction. There's something incredibly Moorish in picking off a few harder enemies before jumping out of the shadows and mowing them down while dual wielding, and it's a feeling not a lot of other games get right. That's why difficulty is so important if you're looking for a challenge here, because no area is ever the same as the other. You survey, you make a choice, and you tackle it as best as you can. Machine Games clearly means this too, as the new Colossus is also very well paced. You'll go from having adrenaline rushes to quiet lulls, and it's usually within the latter a puzzle or two will be thrown in just to give you a breather and to allow you to feel like you're progressing. There's even vehicle sections in a sense where you're thrown on the back of a Panzerhund and you just stomp around setting people on fire. And that sounds screwed up, that's because it is, but it's alright because it's Nazis you're burning alive. And that's just the general rule when it comes to games. This was such a short snippet of Wolfenstein 2, I imagine there will be more of these surprises along the way, and all in all it just seems as if the developer has taken the template they understand very well, just made it work once more. And it looks really good, because of course it looks really good. These games always just look really good. What's key about all of this is how Bethesda is rejuvenizing the FPS market thanks to the likes of this and Doom. While it's done that by almost going back to the past and bringing back elements that have long been forgotten and making them work in 2017, it only serves to make games like Wolfenstein 2 feel genuinely fresh and original without overdoing the concept. Entertainment is at the heart of things here, and it's aimed at an older audience, and they're two things that shouldn't be sniffed at, mostly as that would be well weird. Don't smell games. What are you hoping for? That weird tangent aside, all you need to know is this. You love the original Wolfenstein, this is that, and then some, and it has every chance to be one of those games that stands out when we do get to the end of the year. You'll have to get a kick out of shooting things in the face, but this is gaming, so what else were you going to do anyway? Even Mario shoots people in the face from time to time, hence why the new Colossus was also confirmed for the Nintendo Switch recently too, because who doesn't want to take their bullet-loving ways on the go? Exactly, and in the toilet. So yeah, Wolfenstein 2, it's good stuff. Should have just said that at the start really. Been done with it. Now don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know if you're excited for Wolfenstein 2. Like, share and subscribe. Follow What Culture Gaming on Twitter at WhatCultureGaming, and head on over to WhatCulture.com and read yourself some articles. My name is Simon from What Culture, and yes, I enjoy shooting bad guys in the face.